Hey, welcome to this Windows channel, and this is the Tech News Update. We are Monday, October 3rd, 2016, and today in our Tech News Update, well, it seems that in the European Union case against Google, another extension was filed and accepted. So Google is now, of course, probably using all the extensions possible to just drag and drag this on. But, the European Union is still there waiting to fine Google for billions for antitrust and basically saying that they are too dominant in pretty much all key factors in the internet, like search and ads and all of that. So it's going to be interesting to see what kind of defense Google will get, but it does seem pretty much sure that Google will be fined a few $1 billion. And this is, an ongoing case that will probably drag on for a while. And it's kind of difficult to assess to what point Google does abuse its powers or not to prevent others from actually being on the internet doing what they want. In other news, we have Steam users. We had numbers from Steam, a lot of numbers today, by the way. Steam users that we were talking about how many Steam users were actually playing or using Windows 10 to with their platform. It seems that for the first time in many, many months, the Windows 10 share for Steam users slightly declined. Not a lot, but slightly declined, which is interesting. And of course, the number shows that the decline was to the advantage of Windows 7. So that's interesting. And we'll see interesting numbers as we get through this news bulletin. 2 years. Yesterday, October 2nd, was this just marked 2 years of the Windows Insider program. And, this has been an interesting program. It's been much more popular than Microsoft thought. It was supposed to be only for some tech, more advanced tech people, but it eventually opened up to pretty much everybody. And if you're interested, I'll be having a little ranting video today because I'm seeing things this weekend and today that kind of there's something wrong. And I'm going to talk about it in my ranting video. So just bear with me here. Today we're going to have a few videos, one ranting. And also, if you have problem installing the latest update, I'll actually show you what to do to apparently have it working. There's a workaround if your update doesn't work. And that's 2 years of what should be something interesting that will help Windows 10 to be the best operating system, but something's wrong, and we're going to talk about this today. Well, the browser markets. It seems that if we look at the Net Marketshare browser, Net Marketshare is the one that apparently their numbers are more accurate apparently than most other statistics. So net market share says in the browser market, the winner is for the month of September, Chrome with 54.4% of the browser market, and that's compared to 53.9% in the month of August. So they've increased. Internet Explorer down 25.4% instead of 27.4%. Firefox gained 2% at 9.2% from 7.69%. And Microsoft Edge pretty much steady at 5.1%. So that's pretty much interesting for the browser market here, and seeing that Chrome is really the dominant browser. That is quite amazing when you think about it. So Chrome really, and again, pushing its lead. It's interesting to see that Firefox really finally gained a little bit. Firefox lost for so many months, and Firefox was one of the dominant ones at some point. So it's interesting to see that they've gone lower, but it's interesting. 2% more. Maybe it's they're going to reverse the trend basically. And for other numbers, well, we've got Windows version numbers. It seems that Windows 7, if you want to know what's the percentage of each browser, Windows 7 is still 48.3% of all Windows versions. Windows 8, 7.8%. and Windows 10 is at 22.5%. It seems that according to the stats, from month to month, they seem to see a decline in Windows 10 percentage, and Windows 7 seem to be getting a little more. But that's kind of interesting, and it contradicts many other indicators that show that Windows 10 is actually increasing its share. So I'm not really sure exactly how they took this number. And for those that are still on Windows XP, 9.1% are still on Windows XP. And also, other numbers. What's the market share of Windows versus Mac OS versus Linux? Well, Windows accounts for 90.8% of all PCs around the world. Mac has gone down at 6.9%. They were 7.3% last time. And this shows a decline of Mac OS, and it's been a decline for several months now. So Mac is actually losing market share now instead of gaining. And finally, Linux gaining a little bit at 2.23%. They were at 2.11 in the month of August. So Linux having a little more share. And as we talk about Linux, and as we also have people that want to maybe try something else than Windows or Mac, interesting to see that they're slightly increasing their market share at 2.23%. And finally, in our last bits of news, if you are an Android user, be careful. Google Play, according to McAfee, has and Trend Micro, because these two companies has reported some of the problems in the Google Play Store. They say that in the last 6 months, they've noticed that at least 400 apps were infected in the Google Play Store. This should not happen. I don't know. Google needs to really work in getting Google Play apps more screening and more security, because it's something that shouldn't happen. And some of these apps, according to Trend Micro, some of these apps were downloaded 500,000 times. So that means that a lot of people exposed their phones and exposed their mobile devices to some security flaws. And they say that many of these apps actually connect to hackers' websites, and basically they get almost full control of your phone. They can, just listen in and check all the personal data of your phone. So be careful. And they say that even though the Google Play Store had 400 apps, it seems that if you're out of the store, if you are downloading apps from the internet instead of going through the Google Play Store, the number increases to 7,000 apps that are infected in some way or another. So be very careful. And even though 400 should be zero, at least it's still more secure to get apps from the Google Play Store than getting them from somewhere else. So this was the Tech News Update for Monday, October 3rd, 2016. If you enjoy our videos, please subscribe to our channel. You'll be informed when new videos are online. Give us thumbs up. And thank you so much for following us on this channel.